I'm coming at you with a Christmas tree this week because it is officially Christmas now. I don't care what anybody says. You can't tell me it's too early on the 1st of December, although I did put it up like a week and a half ago. But that's by the by. It's December now, it's okay. So this is the Christmas tree and it is Christmas time, and that is why today I'm going to be talking about primers. Might seem like a bit of a strange segue, but it's not. Stay with me. Today is my work's Christmas do. Now, in a weird, strange thing, we're not actually going out in the evening, we're going out for lunch. It's a kind of strange thing at my work, but people do kind of bizarre shifts. So beginning of the week we do shorter shifts, and then at the end of the week we do longer shifts. Annoyingly, I only work the end of the week, so I only do the long shifts. But it means that today, when we go out, we're going out at 1:30. So we're going for Christmas dinner. There'll be drinks and stuff, and potentially, you know, we could go out late into the evening as well. So it's kind of a lot of pressure on my makeup. And I thought today was probably a good idea to show you, or as good a day as any, to show you how these different products work, all the different skincare, primers, setting sprays and all that stuff that Freedom have recently launched. Because whatever I put on my face right now has got to last me all the way through filming videos today, which is my plan. Lunchtime I go out, and then I'm coming back in the evening after I've been out with them, and some other friends are coming around. It's really got to work hard for me today and last a really long time. So yeah, I'm going to show you all of the different products that I have been using. I'm going to show you some stuff, you know, my favourite stuff that I've been really using since I received it. And then I'm going to show you the other bits and pieces, because it's all too much. You know, you don't need to be using like 5 different primers every day. Everyone's going to pick their own favourite for their own particular skin issues. However, I want to show you everything so that you know what's available. So let's kick off with what I would start with, which is the Pro Studio Glycolic Glow Toner. I think it's been 2 weeks, maybe 3, since I had this, and this has been doing pretty well. I'm trying to see how much of it I've used. It's okay. You don't actually end up using as much as you would think because of the nozzle. I love these. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's like a tiny little nozzle in the tiny center of that, and you basically can squeeze it out onto a cotton pad. So it really helps you to measure the doses and not waste product, which is great, as opposed to the ones that have just got wide open openings at the top. So there's that, but obviously what it does. Glycolic Glow tells you everything you need to know. If you like glycolic acid, if your skin responds to it, you'll love this. I really, really do. I know it's kind of, it's one of those things, it's quite an active ingredient. It's something that you should definitely try in a little area of your face, some skin no one's going to see before you actually put it all over your skin, because it doesn't work for everyone. But the people that it does work for absolutely rave about it, and that's me. You can see, potentially, depends on the lighting, and it's super dark today, but I have kind of pigmentation around my eyes, have various areas of like acne scarring from my youth and even now, and it really helps to fade that away. It doesn't disappear entirely, but it's one of the only products, the glycolic acid is one of the only products that I've ever found that really, really helps to even out my skin tone. So something from Freedom is obviously going to be considerably more affordable than some of the other alternatives that I've tried in the past, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So I use that first of all, and then I go straight into the moisturiser. It's just a really, really simple 2-step before I put my makeup on. Depending on what I'm actually wearing makeup wise will depend on whether or not I actually use this step. I don't use the moisturiser every single day. Sometimes I'll just run into like the strobe cream, for example, because I don't feel like I need both of them. I don't want to put too much on my skin because it is quite oily. I love the smell of this. Okay. So this is the moisturiser. I don't know if I showed you the lid. Super cute. It's actually in a frosted glass jar. I know that we're not supposed to care about the packaging, but you know we all do. And then it's really kind of gel-like. It is a cream, and when you see it in the pot, it looks like it's going to be a really thick cream, but it's not at all. Very, very light and absorbs very quickly, which for those people like me who do have quite oily skin, I think you'll like this one. So as an alternative, I could mix the two together, I could apply one on top of the other, but for me, I then would use the strobe cream instead of, if I was feeling like I wanted that extra bit of glow. A strobe cream, if you don't know what a strobe cream is, it's just something that has kind of light reflecting particles and gives you just a bit of a sheen all over the skin. It's not supposed to be anything like really major. It's not supposed to be super sparkly or super like, wow, oh my God, just something that's supposed to give you a bit of a lit look, bit of a glow. For those of you that don't know what strobe cream is, it's basically just a kind of luminous, it's basically just kind of like a luminous primer type cream that you would apply, and it just gives you a slight glow. It's nothing major, but I'm going to apply it now. It's going to It is nice. It does feel kind of hydrating. It's not like one of those primers that leave your skin feeling different. It will only feel like a moisturizer is what I'm saying. So you kind of see where I'm coming from, where I only go for one or the other, but it all depends on your skin type. If you're particularly dry, you'd probably want to do both, but for me, this is an either or situation. It's also something that you could apply as a highlighter on top of your makeup. It's just a little bit of a sheen, nothing too bold. Next, there are some cleansers. There's an eye makeup remover, which obviously I'm not going to use right now because I'm putting my makeup on as opposed to taking it off. But this is particularly good if you've got stubborn mascara or eyeliner or anything like that that's really difficult to get off. Really, really unusual formula. I wasn't expecting it to be this like strange, it's really, really odd. It feels like water in my fingertips right now. It's not, it looks like a gel. It's not oily. It is the most bizarre makeup remover I've ever experienced, but it totally works. Breaks down anything, but it doesn't feel like anything. It's so strange. Great for sensitive eyes as well. I've definitely had bizarre experiences in the past where eye makeup removers have made my eyes sting, which is insane. Because that's, you know, that's what they're designed for. You'd think that the last thing they would do is sting. But yeah, strange. So that's also really good for sensitive eyes. So what I'm going to use now is the priming water. Now I have the fixing spray. Well, I have two different fixing sprays. I have the priming water, and then I have the fixing spray anti-shine and the regular fixing spray. Now, truth be told, these two kind of do a similar thing for me. Whether or not it's because it's the winter time, I don't know. I would imagine that the anti-shine kind of would help in the summertime when I get really, really oily. I might see a difference then, but full disclosure, I think they're very, very similar. Whereas the priming water does seem to act a little bit better as a primer. Because in the past I've used fixing sprays in all manner of ways. Underneath my makeup, in between my foundation and my powder, and then on top of my powder again. I've really tried to sandwich it in and make my makeup last as long as possible. So I have used fixing sprays as primers, and they do work, but I do find that the priming water does work a little bit better underneath my makeup, you know. It's one of those things, is it all in my mind? I don't know, but I can only tell you how I've used these products and my kind of opinions of how they work. So I'm going to use the priming water first of all. Going back to shine for a second, one of the products that I really have found helps with a kind of oil control is this base. It's an anti-shine lotion, oil control base, whichever one you want to call it, which again looks a little bit like the eye makeup remover in the way that it is packaged, but I will show you how it works. Which again looks a little bit like the eye makeup remover in the way that it's packaged. But I'm going to apply that on the areas that I would normally get oily before I apply my foundation. I'm just going to use a really small amount. But unlike any other oil control primer that I've ever used, it doesn't feel greasy. That has been, if you've watched my channel for a long time, or even at all, you will know that's been my bugbear. When people ask me about primers, I have various reasons that I'll say, you know, I don't like them because of X, Y, Z. The main reason is I hate to put something on my skin that feels greasy. It's all very well when it's an oil at nighttime, but not underneath your makeup when the sole purpose is usually not to look like that. But it mattifies instantly, just those areas that you want it to. You could definitely use this over the top of your makeup if you wanted to, but again, very, very sparingly, just kind of dab it on. But it works a lot better underneath your makeup. Whether or not it helps to make things last longer, I don't know, because I always use the priming water and the oil control base together. But this definitely helps in those particular areas. I'm going to apply the brow pomade in Blonde, and then I'm going to apply the duo powder, of which I just used the lighter one, I think. I used that side of it. Is that the lighter one? I think so. On top, just to lock it all in. I don't think necessarily it needs that, because this has been pretty bulletproof on my brows. I don't think I've ever experienced any kind of smudging or fading or anything like that. However, and I'm a face toucher. However, to be on the safe side, I'm going to apply the two on top of each other for extra longevity. I appear to have gone for super bold brows today. I'm calling this the Billie Piper look, circa 2001. Hopefully it'll look less mad when I actually put my makeup on. So, in between my kind of foundation and my powder and the rest of my makeup, I am going to use a fixing spray. And why not use the anti-shine fixing spray? Because, you know, that is what it's all about, trying to avoid the oil production. So I'm going to apply this in between. Then I'll let that dry before I use my powder and the rest of my makeup. Okay, so that's the makeup on, and I've powdered and everything. However, I'm going to do something a little bit different now. I put my blush on, I put my cheek colour on, but I haven't put my highlight on because I'm going to, again, respray with the primer. So I have really locked it in now. This is my 3 layers. But I'm then going to powder on top of that because it never leaves a fully matte. This is my problem with the shine. I'm positive that it does help to reduce the shine that's produced and the oil that's produced, but it doesn't leave you with a matte finish, not on me anyway. And so this is the way I found to work around it, whether it be with the regular fixing spray or the anti-shine one. I'm just kind of talking from a point of anti-shine because that's what I usually gravitate towards. So I'm going to put this on top of all my makeup that I have on now, and then I'm going to powder and add the finishing touches. Gotta say, that time it actually set kind of more satin, but it's definitely not totally matte, but it's not as shiny as it has been in the past, so interesting. The eyebrows are still looking very dark in the viewfinder. So I'm going to just really buff in my powder in my areas that I would get shine. Then I'm going to finish with my highlight, which is this one. It's the Ambient. It's my favourite. And my lip, which will be, what colour is this? Ooh, No Heroes. It's one of the new melts, which I will definitely do a video on soon. You know I'm a big melt fan. What I particularly love about these is that you can use them in different ways. You can have a really high shine, glossy, opaque lip, or you can do what I've just done now and just, I don't reapply, I kind of take what is on that kind of doe foot applicator and just really work that in all over my lips, and you get a very thin layer that's going to last a really long time because it's not super glossy, it's not really messy, it's not going to smudge around, and it kind of leaves a stain behind. It doesn't dry totally matte because people have asked me that in the past. It's not matte, but it's more like a very long wear lipstick. So it's not like that kind of dry, crepey, uncomfortable long wear matte lipstick. It's still very comfortable, and you can press your lips together, it's kind of creamy, but it's an odd texture, but one of my favourite lip products. And I love this colour. It's very plum. It's kind of somewhere between a plum and like a muted raspberry. Love it for winter. So that is it for my long wear primary kind of video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I think I covered everything. Lots and lots of fixing sprays and primers and cleansing type products available now, and the moisturiser is also really nice. The only thing I haven't covered are the brush cleansers, but I'm going to do a whole separate video about that. There's a spot cleaner, like a brush bath, just really good, and it's totally revolutionized the way that I clean my brushes, so I want to show you that. I want to dedicate a whole video to it. So possibly, you know, depending on how much you want to see that right now, I might leave that till the new year, kind of fresh start and all that. Clean your brushes, girls. I might wait till January to do that one, but let me know if you want to see it right now. As always, if there's anything particularly you want to see, let me know. I do have everything coming at some point. It's just interesting to see what you guys want to see first. So I have another Christmas gift idea next week. It's going to be the Pro palettes, the big Pro pad things. I'm going to swatch all of those. It's a big swatch video though, so prepare yourselves for that one. And Emma will be back in the next few weeks with a little makeup tutorial. I think it's interesting to have some different people on the channel to show you different people's opinions and stuff, so it's not just me all the time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!